This video contains content sponsored by John Wilson Blades and MK Blades. Opinions discussed in this video do not reflect the views of John Wilson or MK. Hello and welcome to the skating lesson. I'm Jennifer Kirk.
And I'm Dave Leese, and this is your 5 in 5. And today we're thrilled to welcome Nick Verreos. He is a fashion designer, a blogger. He was 5th on season 2 of Project Runway, and he also teaches at the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandise. So, Nick, when I found that you were coming on, a bunch of people said, Nick Verreos, he won the Barbie challenge on season 2 of Project Runway. So where does this Barbie challenge, where does it rank in your list of life accomplishments?
The figure skating challenge?
No, the Barbie challenge.
Barbie challenge.
Oh, just doing Project Runway, or?
Didn't you win the Barbie challenge?
Yes, I did the Barbie challenge. Oh my, OMG. I would say it's pretty much up there. Yeah, it's pretty much up there winning that Barbie challenge because of the fact that at the time, because this was back in the covered wagon days when Project Runway season 2, I know you both must have been like 3 years old when it happened, but my niece was about like 4 or 5 years old. And so when I won that challenge, I was like, oh, I'm going to be the best uncle ever. And then at the same time, I had to admit that, of course, I played with Barbies when I was younger. And then I made my sister mad because on national TV, on the show, I said that I probably dressed the Barbies better than she did.
Hey.
And did you?
I think I did. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did. I played with them. I dressed them up.
Did you ever cut their hair? I had a moment and I cut all the hair off of all my Barbies one day. Kind of moment.
I actually washed their hair. I conditioned their hair. Somehow I thought that it would make their hair softer. And then I know, do you even remember the Farrah Fawcett head?
Yeah.
Like there was a Farrah Fawcett head and that you would put makeup on and do her hair. And my sister had it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so of course I would do the feathered hair and everything. Oh my God. It's like super gay. I'm so sorry. Oh.
But hey, look where you are now, and you have your own clothing line now, Envy Clothing Line. I've been following you on Instagram, watching you go all over the world. You're in Canada at the Canada Shopping Channel. So tell us about your clothing line.
Well, the NV Nick Verreos, I have it on eVine Shopping Network, which is here in the United States, and then at QVC UK in London, and then in the Shopping Channel in Canada. And just a couple of weeks ago, I was in UK for 2 days, and then I had to fly to Canada to do the Shopping Channel, and then I had a brief stop in Iceland, of all places. Yeah,
you got upgraded though. You had a good seat on the plane. I saw that.
I did. Yes. I did. I try. It's not business class, but it's premium economy. So it's business class for us poor folk.
Poor people. Well,
let's talk about skating because I read the blog because I went to look up, your thoughts on the Sasha Cohen challenge because you did lose that one, Nick. You lost the figure skating challenge to Zulema.
Thanks for reminding me, David. Yes, I did lose that challenge. I have to tell you, it's so funny because I guess starting back, I've always been a fan of figure skating, but I was more of a figure skating wife. Because, like a football wife, my partner, David, bless his heart, he was a bigger fan of figure skating and he would always watch it with his friends at our house. And I would be in the background, like, making la, 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 noises and be like, oh, look at them. But at the same time, of course, I was like, oh, my God, I want to see. Right. And of course, karma is a you-know-what, because then I go on Project Runway. And the challenge is to design an outfit, a costume for Sasha freaking Cohen. And I literally was shaking because I was the only one of all the contestants. If you go back to that episode, I was the only one who knew who she was. And to me, because I was a closet figure skating fan, she was my Beyonce. And so when we arrived at the skating rink, and up until then, we didn't know that we were given costumes. And I thought, is this like a dancing challenge? But then when we arrived at the figure skating rink in New Jersey, I was like, oh no, oh no. I started like going into convulsions, and then the camera, turned on, and then in comes Sasha Cohen, and the camera caught me going, oh my God, oh my God. And everybody else, all the other designers, Santino, Andre, Chloe, all my other co-designers, co-contestants, they were like, what is going on?
What's wrong with him?
Yeah.
Who's the crazy in the corner?
And why is Nick losing his mind? And it was, of course, because I knew, of course, who she was, and I was a big fan. So that was the moment I came out of the closet.
As a skating fan.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, we're so happy that you're out.
So have you grown since then?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. No, of course. It's funny talking about that figure skating challenge. I'm about to launch a book. I'm so proud of it. I published a book, and it's my Fashion for Passion, and it's available on Amazon. I'm trying to plug it, and it's gonna be released in August, but you can pre-order it now. And I actually talk about that figure skating challenge, and I include a sketch of my design that I've never shown before in the book. And of course, I talk about my coming out of the closet as a big figure skating fan.
So where can they pre-order this book? On Amazon? You can pre-order it now? Okay.
Yes. Just look up Nick Verreos, Passion for Fashion.
Okay.
So what do you like about and hate about figure skating costumes?
We want to talk about this. Are you a fan of flesh? Do you like flesh, first of all?
No, I do. Well, I do like flesh, but more importantly, I like when the illusion actually matches the skin.
Hallelujah!
Hello, Jenny. It's a big thing for me, especially when sometimes you get more of the olive-toned girls or darker skinned girls, and I just can't understand why the illusion doesn't match, especially with the African American girls. It's kind of like, why did they get shortchanged?
Yeah,
it's
and
like
the tights too. Have you ever noticed?
I know for
they
a
don't
fact,
make tights that color. Yeah.
I know. Well, but I know for a fact, if you go to a Lycra store or a fabric store, I know that they have so many different colors of illusion. It's like, you can do it. You can find it. But I know that aren't there rules about how much skin you could actually show? I know that there are in terms of costuming.
There were for a long time. Yeah, I believe that there still are rules about this.
Yeah, with the chest.
Oh, well, yeah, you don't want to show that.
You want a nip slip. Yeah, no.
I love when now you see more of that open back in a lot of the costumes. So it has like a plunging back, which is a trend that you see on the red carpet, actually. I think that's something that came as a result of red carpet. And you see that plunging back, and it almost looks like there isn't any skin, but there actually is an illusion, to make it look like it is an open back. So I do love that trend as well.
Yeah, it makes me think of Gracie Gold's short program. I think this season.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, everyone knows that skaters are known for being pretty tiny, but we do have some thighs on us, I think. So what if
David, about, just that point about pretty tiny, you don't even realize it until you go to these events, these competitions, these championships. And I've been privy to attend. I just attended the U.S. Nationals in St. Paul, and I've attended others in Los Angeles. And it's not until you go and you see the skaters, you're like, oh, they are so super thin. It's like, it's literally, I feel like the fattest blob when I'm walking around them, because they literally are like 0.00032% fat. Like they are such athletes. I can only compare them to bicyclists, that when you see them, when you see those competitive bicyclists, they are like so lean, so skinny, so lean. But like you said, David, yes, you do have the kabunkadunk thighs.
Skater butt. We call them the skater butt.
Oh, and the booty. You can put a martini up in some of them booties. Yes.
So how do you dress that as a designer? How would you go about handling the thigh and the booty region as a skater? What is the key to the cut of the skirt?
Oh, for the skirt, you really want to make it flowy and flirty, so it softens the hardness, the muscle of that leg. So I definitely would say, and then try to just keep it light color at the bottom. You don't want to darken it because it focuses too much on the leg. And I think the opposite. And then for men, I feel that they should just make it tight. You
can never be tight enough when it comes to those boys. Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yes. When I see, okay, it's going to get a little, This is not an evening program, so I'm not going to say anything. But for the men's, I suggest a tighter pant, super skinny. Go for it.
Go for it.
Do you have a favorite costume of all time in skating? One that just made you go, yes, honey.
Oh, God. You know what? One immediately comes to mind is Nancy Kerrigan. Vera Wang, Olympics, the gold, the sequins. I right now, if you could see under my jacket, my hairs are standing up.
Oh.
I think that was a definite yes, queen.
Now, my final question.
Jenny, say it. Jenny, come on. Jenny,
Yes,
you have to give us
queen.
There you go.
Hey. Now, my final question before we get into our top 5. Over the boot tights, yay or nay?
Ooh, I would say nay.
Your team, Jenny.
Yeah, I guess, is that more old school?
No, it's now. It's very much now. And how about gloves?
Yeah. I would say nay on the over the boots. Yeah, definitely. And then what do you guys think of the jumpsuit?
See, I think it can be a look for a woman, like wearing the non-skirt. I like it.
Yeah.
If you have the body. Like
Anytime Aliona from Germany wears it, I'm all about it with her abs. Yes.
Pink Panther, yeah.
Yeah, she does it. And remember when, I think it was Carolina Costner? That was kind of like a little iffy. I think it was all sequins, all Swarovski crystals. She looked kind of like a disco ball unitard.
But no jumpsuit for Jenny. I like Jenny in sequins. And
yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of Jenny, I have to give you props as a fashion designer. You were a fashionista before skating fashionistas with your Jeff Billings costumes.
I love
Girl,
it. Thank you.
You got like 100,000 frequent flyer gay points for that.
Hey, oh my gosh, that's like the biggest award you can get. Gay points. I feel so excited. Well, let's discuss the fashion this season. So this is what we do, Nick. I grab my phone and I set my timer. So we only have 5 minutes to discuss this. So it's about like rapid fire. You got to get your points in fast. And Dave Lewis likes to go over it. All right, are we ready here, guys?
Yes.
So starting the stopwatch now. Nick, what is your number 5 look this season?
My number 5 look this season is Hubble and Donahue.
You took mine! That's mine!
Shut up!
That's my number 5 too, hey!
No! The winged costume.
Oh, see, I had the short dance. So you had the free dance.
Yeah, I had the free skate. And with the ombre and the wing costume, I wish I could create a gown, the high neck. And of course, he looks great. But when you see her in that wing costume and doing that free skate, it's just incredible. I couldn't take my eyes off of her.
All right, Dave.
Well, I'm going to go with Tara Kane because I think she could be just another white blonde girl, but she looks great, I think, in both of her costumes this season. So I'm putting her as my number 5 pick.
All right, mine is Hubble and Donahue's short dance. I really like the maroon. He always looks so dreamy, but I liked her hair too. She had the half up, half down at Nationals with the curls. I thought it
Yes.
very, very well. All right, number 4, Nick. What's it going to be?
Number 4, I would definitely have to say that Ashley Wagner and her free dance Moulin Rouge. Now, I know in the last season she had the red, but now she has the white with the gold leaf sequins and that statement-making necklace. There's a little bit of red and coral that matches her hair color. I love it. It's very much close to what Nicole Kidman wore in the movie, but I thought it's very luxe.
Dave, please.
Well, I'm going with Ashley in the short program. And actually, even when she borrowed Marissa's dress, I thought it was better because I think Ashley has skirt issues. I always love Ashley from the waist up, but I don't think she has ever gotten the cut of the skirt correct. How about you?
So I'm sticking with the ladies theme here. I'm gonna go with Mariah's Great Gatsby, her long program.
Yes!
I love it. I like the bling. I thought if she could have just added a little bit more of a lip, I wanted to see like a bright red lipstick to that. I thought it would have been great, but I even like the headband. She told me.
I love the headband too. I know that there's been a lot of like yay or nay with that headband, but I love it because it goes with the 1920s theme, the flapper theme, but the costume itself, it looks so expensive. It looks so well done. Those sequins, everything about it. She was one of my runners-up.
Yeah, classy there. All right, number 3, Nick.
Number 3, I would have to say that Javier Fernandez.
Oh, he looks good in everything, honey.
I know, I just love saying Javier Fernandez with his short program to Malagueña. Now it's like a Telemundo show right now. But I loved that costume. You know, it's like it's been done before. The whole Carmen theme, the whole Spanish theme, but I thought he looked so sexy, so well put together. The vest, giving a little homage to the Toreador jacket. I love the red blouse underneath. And of course, his pants are tight.
Always good in our book.
Well, speaking of tight, I'm going with the tightest abs in skating, Alexis Sameka, with her free skate dress. I think that she looks great. Chris's jacket is a little literal for me, but I'm going with Alexa all the way with that costume. How about you, Jenny?
So I'm going with Megan Duhamel and Eric Radford, Jillian and Bob. We talked about them. Their long program this season, particularly her dress. So Nick, you talked about the collar on Ashley.
Yes.
I like how she has the collar, the open back that you talked about too. And there's kind of a mesh on the navy blue dress that I thought was nice. It's like a gathering, and he's just very regal. His pants fit well, and his shirt fits well.
It's so true. Yeah, definitely true.
All right, number two.
Oh my gosh, number two. I would say a Chinese pair, Yu and Jin.
Oh, you like the team in the light blue?
Yes,
okay.
Exactly. I think it's like to humility and love from creation, and it's a turquoise blue.
Okay.
They're from China, and I have to give it up to a lot of the Chinese skaters. Their costumes, they look expensive, they look well done. This was one of my favorites because of the fact, more of him. I loved the draping in a man. His shirt, his top, I don't want to say blouse, but the draping, the cowl draping, I thought it looked so sensual, so feminine, but still, I thought he looked so great. Because a lot of times with pairs, they spend it all on the female and waste it on the guy. Like all of a sudden, they just put some black pants on him, and a black top, and a belt from Boss Dress for Less, and they call it
Mervyn Tran,
the
Mervyn Tran afterthought.
It's just like, hey, we're not looking at you anyway, honey.
Right. So I think that they looked great together.
Well, my number two, Nick has to explain this. I don't know if I love it or hate it, but Adam Rappon's free skate. I don't know if is it good or bad? It's something. What is it?
Is it the Beatles one? The Sgt. Pepper Lonely Hearts Club Band. Okay. Can I just say, I loved both of his short and the free skate. If I had to pick, I would pick the short as my favorite, but I do like that, David. I'm sorry. I do like the free skate.
It's growing on me.
Well, I like the transparency. What a shocker. But it's not so transparent. But I do love the colors and the sequins. It really stands out, even from the nosebleed seats. So I do love that. And again, he's one of them that I'm like, really, Adam, you have to like really stick the knife in me to tell me that I need to go spend more time on the treadmill. Like,
bless that. His legs, very good. Well, my number two is Tara Kane and Danny O'Shea, their Take Me to Church short program that they did at Nationals. I loved, again, that like maroon color. She is the only skater that I like who does the one shoulder. I liked her crimpy hair, and her makeup is always on point. So very good for them. But drum roll, please. We need to hear your number one. Who's the top look of the 2015-2016 season?
My number one, I would have to say, and I'm going to pick Canada, maybe because I was just in Canada, but Weaver and Poge and their short dance to the Bleu de Nuit, both of them look couture, honey. Like, first of all, Caitlin and that dress, the top of that dress with the pearl beading, it reminded me of a gown from Marchesa, or back in the day when John Galliano was designing for Dior. It was so fabulous. And then Andrew Poge looks so great in that tuxedo, the tails. They both look like a Duke and Duchess of Austria. I loved it.
All right.
She hasn't grown on me yet. I feel like Nina Garcia being like the taste love. But anyway, I have to go with the French, Papadakis and Cizeron, maybe because they're wearing my colors. I love the different, I love the red and the blue together. I think it looks expensive, and he looks fabulous. And the pants, the tighter the better on him, Nick. I agree.
No pants on him.
They look so chic. I loved how modern they look and still so high fashion. And not to say that their skating is incredible. Bravo, très bien.
Well, my number one is all things Marissa Castelli this season. I love the bling, and she brings it with that gold in her short program and then the red in the long program. Who cares what Mervin is wearing? We're all watching. I'm into that pair team, but Marissa is where it's at, on the ice, off the ice. That girl is gorgeous. Well, we are at, 7:45. Only 2 minutes and 45 seconds over. That wasn't too bad.
Whoa.
But thank you for coming on. So will you be at the World Championships?
No, I wish I could. I have to host several big fashion shows for FIDM, for the Fashion Institute of Design and Merchandising, right at the same time of the Worlds. But trust me, I'll be watching.
You'll be watching the skating lesson, all of our coverage.
Yes, of course I'll be watching the skating lesson. Of course.
We were so happy to
Well,
have
Nick,
you
final
on.
question. Whose fashion is better, Mary-Kate's or Ashley's?
Oh gosh, I would say probably Mary-Kate.
Okay.
Yeah, I love her sort of New York boho chic. And I kind of, the old lady, bag lady chic has grown on me. I get it.
Yeah, I'm team Mary-Kate. How about you, Jenny?
Oh, Mary-Kate, she's the one that had all the problems. You gotta love her.
Yeah.
And all of the
Vicious.
cigarettes at the wedding. Yeah. Really.
Oh, that's right. Did you hear about that? How they had
Yes.
bowls of cigarettes. I'm like, oh my gosh, leave it to them.
They
Yeah.
can do it.
Well, as always, we want to remind you to hold an edge and look sexy. Bye,
Bye,
guys.
guys.
Bye.